Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Hoodie Priestess Tarot. I'm Jodine, your host. Now let's start with reading some oracle cards for you from the Modern Life Oracle deck, which is a collection of personalities, and see who's thinking about Capricorn lately. Who's thinking about Capricorn? All right, here we go. The influencer wannabe. All right, let's go ahead then, pull some tarot cards and see if we can find out what this influencer wannabe is thinking about Cappy. Or maybe just what Cappy needs to know about the influencer wannabe. You ready? Here we go. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Empress. I gotta tell you, this Empress has been in every single spread that I've done this week. And the Ace of Swords. And she's been in some spreads more than once. So I guess I can call her a frequent flyer. What's on the bottom of your deck? The Seven of Pentacles. Been seeing a lot of this too. There's some waiting going on. Somebody's waiting for something or evaluating something. Okay, so influencer wannabe, thinking about you, Capricorn. They want to tell you the truth about something. Got the Queen of Wands here. Now, the Queen of Wands has the reputation of being the most good-looking queen in the tarot deck. I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, of course, but that is her reputation for being bold and vivacious and full of confidence. And she's the kind of personality you notice the minute she walks in the room. And so that is the realm she dwells in. She's the Queen of Fire. So she's a willful person. She has the spirit of fire in her at all times. Very creative, a little bit witchy. So is that a commentary on you? If the influencer wannabe is thinking about you and Queen of Wands is coming to mind, is that what they're thinking about you? The Empress is a card of Taurus. And what's emphasized here is her big pregnant belly. Of course, the Empress is more than that. She's very relaxed. She's very comfortable in her own skin. This is a woman who doesn't give a damn if she's a few pounds overweight. And she is very creative. She's very productive. Think Mother Earth, okay? And then we have the Ace of Swords, which could be the Sword of Truth. That's why I thought influencer wannabe wants to tell you the truth. And it seems like maybe they like you or they think very highly of you. The Empress is a VIP. The Empress might be somebody's mother. Is the influencer wannabe your mother? Anyway, on the sidelines here at the top of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So they might be waiting to tell you something, okay? Underneath that is the Five of Swords. I would think maybe they're a little bit afraid to tell you. I'm not sure what your reaction might be. You might reject them. You might reject them with sharp words. Now, I don't know why they would have a reason to think that. I'm not even sure that's true for everybody who's watching this. It might be true for some, but not for others. But that Five of Swords can be very sharp. Okay. And but underneath that is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is an amorous one, and it's the knight. All the knights are action takers. They're action figures. So somebody does want to tell you something, and it seems like they regard you highly. Okay. Now let's see who else is thinking about you, Capricorn. Who else is thinking about Capricorn lately and got them on their mind? We shall see. The overwhelmed mom. The overwhelmed mom is thinking about you. What's your relationship to this lady? Are you her spouse? Let's find out. What is the overwhelmed mom thinking about Capricorn, or what message might they want to send to Capricorn? Some noisy traffic on the street. Page of Wands. All pages are message bearers. What's the message of the Page of Wands? The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles is very down to earth. She's very much a mother type. So she's a little bit like the Empress. She's a little bit Earth Mama. Okay? And then we have strength. So Queen of Pentacles is one who can take care of people, and she also knows how to do self-care. Something is requiring a lot of strength of the overwhelmed mom. That's her that's her calling. She is overwhelmed. It's requiring her a lot of strength to do all the nurturing and caring that she's doing. And I want to draw one more. I think she wants you to think about that, because this is the Hanged one. The one who stops everything, hangs upside down, stops all activity. Mainly what they're doing is when they're hanging by one foot, they can spin in a circle and see everything, and therefore get a different perspective. It seems to me like the overwhelmed mom is asking you to realize that I think maybe she wants some help. Okay? That's what is just blaring out at me. Overwhelmed mom wants and needs some help, and she'd like you to know that. Okay, so who else is thinking about Capricorn? Let's take a look. Who else has got Capricorn on their mind right now? All right. The Zoom meeting survivor. This one doesn't come up too often. He does come up for me sometimes when I'm doing my own readings. So the Zoom meeting survivor is thinking about you. What do we need to know about that? What do we need to know about the Zoom meeting survivor for Capricorn? Nine of Pentacles. The person who's very independent, but they may feel like they're doing everything alone. Okay? And we have the Five of Swords. That Five of Swords, okay, here it is again. So Five of Swords is my personal name for this card is the asshole card. Okay, now people can be assholes to us, or we can be assholes to them. And sometimes we can be such an asshole that people don't want anything to do with us. They don't want to be our friend. They don't want to work with us. They just want to get the hell away from us. And then we have hurt ourselves. Or we might be blowing opportunities by being an asshole and then we hurt ourselves. This is the star. This is the card of wishes, long-term wishes. Okay. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Hierophant. Hierophant is, it's a card of making commitments. It can be a card of higher learning. It could be somebody who's very enlightened. It could be somebody who's a spiritual leader. It could be somebody with higher degrees who's studied for a long time, who people come to for advice. So I don't know if this Zoom meeting survivor wants you to commit to doing something. They might be afraid to ask you. Again, it's that Five of Swords thing. Maybe they're kind of an asshole. I don't know if they think you are or if they are, or if they want to ask you to make a commitment to do something. Maybe they need help. But look here, we've got Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of the single person. Okay? So I'm already thinking that this person is one who goes it alone. Like, maybe they really need help, but it's just not in their nature to ask for it. If you know who this is, and if you guys aren't in some kind of fight situation that would draw a Five of Swords card out because you're being assholes to each other, if that's not going on, then you might just see how they're doing. Check on them. Do they need help with something? Do they need help with their workload? Is this a coworker? Is this a work partner? Is this a business partner? Okay. So now we've been asking who's thinking about you, Capricorn. Let's find out who you're thinking about. Right? Let's do it. All right. Now, who is Capricorn thinking about? Who's on Capricorn's mind? Here we go. The human GPS. All right. What is Capricorn thinking about the human GPS? Three of Swords. Okay, it's a card of ouch, some brokenheartedness or something's hurt. The Ace of Wands. Okay, you get a lot of mileage out of the Ace of Wands. It might be somebody who needs to have a conversation. Okay, maybe you want to have a conversation because this person's hurt your feelings, but maybe you're keeping that to yourself because here's the High Priestess. You want to talk to this person, but your intuition's telling you, don't. You know, whatever you feel about this person, just keep it to yourself. High Priestess is a secretive one. But she's all about the intuition. And she's all about the things that are unsaid. Whatever you feel about the human GPS, the High Priestess is going to stand for the things that are unsaid, even to yourself. See, the way you feel about this person that you don't even want to admit to yourself. What's on the bottom of the deck? Nine of Pentacles, okay? That very independent person comes up again. So Capricorn, I'm beginning to think that you're the independent person, even in the last reading that we did. If it pertains to you at all. I know there's more than one Capricorn out there. The independent person, this is really, it's a card of, it's an earth card. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I believe it's a card of Virgo. But it's in your element, okay? So Maybe you're the independent person. Maybe you're doing very well for yourself, Capricorn, because generally that's what this one does. They don't get married, they stay single, they work very hard, and they build up quite a bit of wealth over their lifetime. And then when they get older, they are very comfortable. Sometimes they can get trapped by all that comfort. Sometimes this is a card of I have everything I want, but not everything I need. Like maybe relationships have been sacrificed so that this comfort could be earned and stored away. You know what I mean? So you may get to a place someday where you're saying, "Oh, I've done really well for myself, but there's things yet that I don't have, that I haven't invested myself in." And then underneath that is the asshole card again. Okay. So, I don't know if the human GPS is an asshole. Maybe you think they are. Maybe you want to tell them, but your better judgment is telling you to keep it to yourself. All right. Who else is Capricorn thinking about? We'll find out. It's a beautiful night there. I don't know where you are, but we had just really lovely weather the last few days. All right, who else is Capricorn thinking about? Oh, this one. The Meal Prep Mastermind. This has been turning up almost as much as Empress has. This one gets around. There's a Meal Prep Mastermind on every corner, it would seem. Okay, Capricorn, what do you think? What are you thinking about this one? So we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands has a message, as all pages do. What's the message? Talk to the hand. you, you want to tell somebody, stop. That's the boundary. Don't go any further. I've had enough. Whatever it is between you and the meal prep mastermind, you've evidently had enough of it. You're ready to stand your ground here. And what else? Three of Swords. Okay, so there's some hurt between the two of you. And you're feeling it. This is your feelings we're looking at. So betrayal, heartbreak, or this could be a card of ill health. You know, that might be for some Capricorns too. Maybe Meal Prep Mastermind is somebody you work for. And maybe you're not feeling well and they're wanting you to get up and work and you're saying, talk to the hand, right? Can't do it. And what else do we have? We have the Hanged one again. So maybe you're getting a different perspective about this person. Okay, and what's on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about so many things, whatever they are, that it's bewildering and confusing. So there could be so much work to do that you don't know where to begin, or you could have so many choices that you don't know which one to make, or you could have so many things that you want to communicate to this person that you don't even know where to begin. And sometimes when things get all piled up like that, we just shut up. I know I do. When I've got so many things to say that I don't know where to begin, I tend to not say anything. And I don't know if that's a good thing. You know, keeping things bottled up. But I really do see some, whatever is going on between the two of you, Capricorn, you have had enough. And I'm thinking that you had enough a long time ago. Am I right? But you're just now getting to the point where so many things have built up. The fuse is going to blow or whatever. Not far down in this deck too, I saw the Queen of Pentacles. Am I hallucinating? Oh, she's on the other end of the deck. But I did see her. She'd be the queen of take good care of yourself. Seems to me, Capricorn, it's time for you to think about what you need. And if you need to stand your ground to get it, don't let somebody push you. All right? Do the best you can. We all get to a place in our life sometime when we really want to say no, but sometimes there's reasons why we can't. Say no in every way that you can. Take every bit of self-care opportunity that you can get, even if it's 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Okay, before we close out, let's look at your Urban Crow Oracle and see what it has to say. Urban Crow, now we need a card for Capricorn. Anything Capricorn needs to be aware of, because if there is, the Urban Crows are going to give it to you pretty straight. They always do to me anyway. Once they asked me if I needed an exorcist. That's a smart-ass deck. What are they saying to you? Risk. Okay. Let's read about that. Is there some risk? Is that why you've got to talk to the hand? It's number 41. 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 is the number of disruption and change. I hope that your health isn't going to be the disruptor that forces you to change something in your life. See if you can handle it before something like that manifests. Okay. The clams on the rock presented an interesting opportunity for the daring crow. Despite the raging waves that threatened to pull the crow into the water, the bird held its position long enough to grab a piece of clam meat. You may need to assess if the reward is worth the risk. And if it is, now may be the time to take a chance on something you desire. Risk brings to your awareness an opportunity that others might forego out of fear. As a result, you may discover there is less competition, opening the door for you to succeed more easily. Are you looking to step away from a situation and into another because you've had enough? Has somebody been pushing your buttons probably longer than was necessary? And now you're going to stand your ground about something, Capricorn. I have a feeling it is. Okay, as you do it, take care of yourself. If that means leaving a situation, then make tracks to do that. Capricorns are very wise, good strategists, good planners. I suspect you're going to do just what you need to do. It'll be interesting to read for you next time. Okay, take care, my friend. Thanks for your support for this tarot channel. I like reading for you. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.